My question is about beliefs and the tree stumps. And how can we identify the beliefs that are limiting us, that we believe to be the tree stumps, the ones that we can't even see?
The perfect question. Your life will produce a desire that cannot hold that belief. Your desires for expansion demand the dissolving of bogus beliefs. Most powerful statement we've ever made. Think about it. Doesn't expansion insist that you let go of the past? And isn't a belief only a thought that you continue to think? And can't you tell by the way you feel within some of them that they're not serving you because they suck when you focus on them? Yeah.
That's it.
That's everything, isn't it?
That's everything.
I've done a lot of belief work, and then I found the beliefs that when I get very excited and enthusiastic, there are certain beliefs I found that bring me down. And of course I activate them, but I've discovered what the beliefs are. Basically, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, basically the garden variety beliefs. And I've worked hard.
And what is a belief other than a thought that you keep thinking? The word belief makes it sound powerful and important, doesn't it? A thought you keep thinking just makes it sound like a thought that you keep thinking. So we want to play with you a little bit and say, why would you keep thinking a thought that doesn't feel good? You say, well, because it's a belief.
Okay.
We say, yes, but why would you continue to beat the drum of something that doesn't feel good when you beat the drum of it? Do you have an answer?
I was taught it very forcefully when I was young. I mean, that's my guess.
Because you were wanting to please someone else?
Sure. I was wanting to believe the person that taught me these things. Because they were important to me. Their respect was important to me.
Yes.
And now it's hard to shake. As an adult, these beliefs don't make sense, yet they still arise under certain scenarios.
Do you think the person that taught them to you, what do you think their greatest motive was? In other words, when someone teaches you something, what do you think their motive is for imparting this information to you?
I could think of my brother gave me a lot of these messages. He wanted to make me tough. He wanted me to be a tough little brother, so he said mean things to me to make me strong, I guess.
But what do you think his true motive was?
To make himself feel better? I don't know. So,
but related to you, in other words, if you are guiding someone
sure.
and giving them what you consider to be your best information, what's your motive? Why do you guide someone? Why do you teach them to be tough? Because you believe they will be better off if they're tough. Why do you teach them the things that you do? In other words, there are few exceptions to the reason being you believe that it is the best for them. When you say, what do I do now about shaking those beliefs that no longer serve me? We say, get to the bottom of the reason that somebody tried to impart them to you to begin with, and accept that that reason was they wanted you to thrive and they wanted things to go well for you. And then just fast forward to things going well for you and then thank them for their part in it. That's a really fast way to shift those beliefs, because when you say to someone, you taught me things that don't serve me, you taught me things that I hate, you taught me things that are wrong, all they do is puff up and try to teach you more of them. But when you say, thank you for your part in helping me to be the joyous person that I am, it is our promise to you that in the majority of cases, they were wanting your success. And when you emanate your thriving, many of them are soothed, and then they press less hard about the details that they're trying to teach you.
And that's what's happening now.
Yes.
In my relationship with my brother.
Yes.
But those beliefs still arise.
You see what happens? When you're little, or when you're not little, but when you're feeling insecure, and you express your insecurity to someone else, they want to help you. They want to teach you something. And so what happens to a lot of you is you felt insecure, you ask others to help you feel more secure, and then they started giving you their opinion, which now you resent. And we say, in the majority of cases, they wouldn't have been trying to help you if you weren't feeling vulnerable and asking for something from them, you see. And so now what's happening, and we can hear this, you know this, but what happens is, so you were insecure, and so from your insecure place, you attracted somebody who tried to tell you what to do. And now you're not insecure anymore, you want them to go away. And we want to say to you, they wouldn't even be there if there wasn't still some of that vibration of insecurity within you, you see. And that's why your question was worded so perfectly when you say, I guess I've got these beliefs. And that's why we said, and what's a belief? It's a thought that you keep thinking. So are you feeling how full circle we've come? You don't have to go back and unlearn those things. You don't have to go back and stop believing those things. You just have to believe so clearly, which means practice so clearly the thoughts that feel good to you when you practice them now, and only things that match what you're offering now vibrationally can come to you, you see. You can attract the best of your now brother to you now. But you got to stop beating the drum of who he was or who you were, or how what he said affected you then, or how what he said affects you now. Yes? You don't change your beliefs all at once. You bridge your beliefs by shoring them up with good feeling things that you also believe. This is a very good opportunity for all of you to experience the ease of shifting a belief, even a strong belief. So here we go. Just going to ask you some questions. Do you think that you or anyone should get what you want?
Yes.
Yeah. There's no resistance in that. Do you think that more people are learning how to be deliberate creators?
So.
All right. So did you feel the wobble? We asked a question which caused a wobble in her. And it's a big piece of why she's not letting something that she wants in, because she's got a belief that's in the way. So we're going to try to find a way in that doesn't wobble. Do you find that most things that you set your mind to, you are able to accomplish?
Definitely.
Do you believe that there is a way to everything?
Yes.
Do you believe that some paths are more easily accessible than others?
Yes.
Do you like the easy path?
Apparently not on this, but on some things I do.
We really want to know.
I want the easy path, but I can't get it. That's the problem. And I want it. That's why I'm here.
Well, you just keep throwing crap on the trail with those words. So, do you believe that there is a path to everything?
Yes.
And do you believe it's just a matter of finding the path?
Yes.
And do you feel like that in most cases you know it when you see it?
Yes.
Has there ever been something in your experience that felt difficult in the beginning that got easier?
Yes.
So, do you think you're good at feeling your way along?
Sure. Yes.
Do you think you're good at discerning when you're on the right path and when you're not?
Yes.
Do you believe that your path is something that you create, or is it something that somebody else creates?
Now I think it's something that I create for
You
myself.
like looking at it that way. Is it logical to you that there are beliefs that you hold that have a lot of momentum going that are not serving you?
Yes.
And do you think that in the early stages of now regurgitating one of those, that you can pretty much feel when you're doing that?
Oh, yeah.
So do you think that you have the ability to focus around that? Does it feel to you like if you caught yourself making a statement that is totally the opposite of what you want, that you would recognize it now and maybe not even speak it out loud?
Now I have.
So that means you can slow the momentum on things that have pretty fast momentum going. All right, so that's really good. So now here's the piece that you're asking for, and this is the piece that will serve you the best. So it feels to you that with some focus and concentration that you can gradually slow the momentum of some things that aren't serving you just by not talking about them so much, and therefore not engaging with others on them so much, and therefore just not giving them airtime so much, and therefore just not practicing the vibration of them so much.
That's what I've been practicing.
So is it logical to you that when you no longer practice the vibration of something that it will peter out without your attention to it? Is it logical that it will peter out?
That's logical.
Now, is it logical when there's something that you really want, is it logical that you won't think about it? It's hard to make something peter out that you really want.
Yeah.
Because you want to think about it. You want to think about it, but when you think about it the way you've been thinking about it, and so you get the momentum going in the way you don't mean to get the momentum going about it, and so then here we are having this conversation. So is it logical that you could get momentum going otherwise? In other words, is it logical that knowing what you now know, that you could begin talking about something that formerly introduced a lot of wobble meaning the same thing as negative emotion, and now you're aware of your wobble. So is it logical that you could start on a subject and just take it until it wobbles and then stop in the moment it starts to wobble? That's the work. Talk about it until it wobbles and then stop right there. And then at another time, talk about it until it wobbles and then stop right there. And before you know it, you're going to have carved out a wobble-free path. Law of attraction is going to respond. You are going to alter your beliefs. You're going to change your beliefs. You're going to bridge your beliefs. You're going to begin to believe things that match your desires. And when your beliefs match your desires, you are wobble free, you see. Now that's conceptually brilliant, isn't it? You all heard that. You all got that. So now let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. So let's start in a completely wobble-free place. And we really have enjoyed visiting with you because you jump with both feet into the wobble.
I do.
Because of your objectivity and because of your fast mind. So now we've got that all as a basis of this conversation. And now we just want to have a soft, maybe so general that it's boring, conversation about relationship in a way that you think you can present it without wobbling. Just say something and let's see if it wobbles.
I want to find a really great guy.
All right, now, I want to find a really great guy. Now, that in and of itself, you felt pretty wobble-free to us there. Let us say it another way. Your desire is so strong that your belief wasn't in the way just now. Just now. Your desire was dominant. And so we're going to call it wobble-free for a minute until it wobbles.
It will.
If it wobbles. If it wobbles, it might not. I want to find. Now, can you say that better? Because in find, that sort of took us back to all the searching that you've been doing, and there's wobble in that. Can you use a word other than find that has a little less wobble in it?
Meet?
Meet is a little better. Discover. I want a really great guy to come to me. I have a sense that they're all around. I want to know it when I see it. I want the pathway to my really great guy to be easy.
Oh, that sounds great.
That felt wobble-free.
That one.
Feel how wobble-free it was in the context of what we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I want a great guy to come to me easily. I want to know him when I see him. Now, wobble. I want to know him when I see him. Because what if I don't? What if I don't recognize him? What if I miss him? What if we zig and zag? What?
That's what happens.
I like the idea of this path being easy. And it's easy for me to understand because there are easy paths for me on other things, so it's logical that this path could be easy too. And there's no real sense of urgency. All is really well about it. I want it, but I'm willing to be patient about it. I'm willing to be patient about it. I'm willing to let it come. I believe I've collected enough data. Now, don't stay there too long or you'll start wobbling on the data. I
wobbled on the patient.
So
I feel like I waited for so long.
Wait, now, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Now you're deliberately practicing a wobble.
Yeah.
You're deliberately practicing the wobble.
Practice.
The point of this is to go as far as you can go and not wobble. So now maybe we went far enough, and maybe that's the best work that you want to do, and then you take another run at it at another time and another run. But these words will help you. I can say it better, or can I say that better? Could I say that in a way that's less wobbly? And the more general you are, I do believe that there is someone for me. Do you believe that?
Yes.
There's no wobble at all in that. I believe that someone will be here today. It wobbles all over the place. I believe that there is someone for me. I believe that I will know this person when I see this person. I believe that I'm sensitive enough. I believe that I've collected enough data that I will know. I am willing to wait for the really good connection. I believe the universe is on my side. I believe that I'm an extension of source energy. I know that I've laid it all out there. I'm successful on many other subjects. I've got it going on. I know what I'm doing. I can feel my way to this. Might take a little while. That's all right. I've collected enough data that I'm ready to settle into the perfect match now. A lot of people jump in and jump out. Well, I'm ready to jump in. I do get that it's an energy game. I get that it's not a just walking around and snatching people off the street game. I believe that I am the deliberate creator of my life experience. I desire knowing that, and I do know that. I know that law of attraction abounds. And I like knowing that. I desire that, and I like knowing that.